everybody. I'll say a few words before we kick this off. But one of the best things I get to do, one of the most gratifying things I get to do as a commanding officer in Navy Recruiting District Seattle, is to recognize the fantastic performance of our sailors. And fortunately, I've had a chance to do it a couple of times in just the last few weeks, because there's no shortage of great performance from the sailors of this command. So one of the things I get to do today is recognize something that I think most of our sailors would do if given the opportunity. And recently, Petty Officer Xu found himself in a situation where a man was in distress. He was going into cardiac arrest, and he might have lost his life if not for the quick actions of Petty Officer Xu and people that were just willing to render a helping hand to assist. So Petty Officer Xu rendered CPR while waiting for the EMTs to show up, and then when the EMTs showed up, they were able to take over from him and continue and get him to the hospital in time to save his life. So this actually made a big difference. The doctors who were at the emergency room said that the quick action of the initial responders, including Petty Officer Xu, probably saved this man's life. So this is a great thing. It's a total surprise before this morning to Petty Officer Xu. He didn't realize this was going to happen, but I'm a firm believer in recognizing that kind of thing when it happens, because there's no reason that kind of performance, that kind of willingness to jump in there, step in and take charge and help, instead of pretending you didn't see anything or heading for the door or whatever, being actively involved in helping people and saving lives. That's exactly what we want in our sailors, and that's exactly what we see from fantastic petty officers like Petty Officer Xu. So if we'll call the formation to attention, please.
Attention award. Department of the Navy, this is to certify the Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal to Personnel Specialist 2nd Class Zhenye Xu, United States Navy, for professional achievement while saving a man's life on Mother's Day, 10 May 2015. Bill Hyslop was attending an afternoon dance with his wife at the Star Lanes Family Center when he showed signs of a heart attack. PS2 Xu recognized the urgency of the situation and had his wife call 911. While waiting on the ambulance and the EMTs, he started performing CPR without hesitation. Upon arrival, the EMTs used a defibrillator and took over administering CPR until a pulse was detected. Mr. Hyslop was then rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery. The attending emergency doctor and the cardiologist both highly praised the quick actions taken by Petty Officer Xu to call for help and immediately begin CPR. The time-critical response and life-saving measures taken by Petty Officer Xu were instrumental in saving Mr. Bill Hyslop's life. By his noteworthy accomplishments, perseverance, and devotion to duty, Petty Officer Xu reflected credit upon him and upheld the highest traditions of the United States Navy. Given the 16th day of June 2015, D. Pullum, Commander, United States Navy, Commanding Officer, Navy Recruiting District, Seattle.
Thank you, Chief. You can put him at ease.
Stand at ease.
All right. Petty Officer Xu looks very, very nervous right now. Part of that is because right before we did this, I told him that he'd get a chance to say a couple words as soon as we were done reading the citation. So, I'm not sure he's